From Irvine Field number 1. Hello again, everybody. This is Langevin Productions Game of the Week featuring the Carlsbad Elite. And they are playing the FC Golden State Black. This is girls under 15 Coast Soccer League match. In the black, of course, is FC Golden State. The head coach is Esteban Chavez today. Team manager is Randy Carvajal. The keeper will be Adriana Maldonado, number 1. Also a backup keeper is Catherine Gonzalez. Number 7 at center back is Camelia Woodkede. Number 8 is Sarah Vale. She's at center mid. Number 9, left defender Ronnie Nugent. Number 10, right defender Stephanie Guzman. Number 12, center back, center mid, Olivia Leyva. Number 13, at left defender is Grace Keller. Number 18, at outside mid or forward. Make that number 14 is Jessica Zaragoza. Number 15 at forward is Vienna Rousset. Number 16 at forward is Jacqueline Mejia. Number 17 at forward is Ronnie Kuchia. Number 19 at center mid is Erica Holopainen. Number 77 at center back or center mid is Shiloh Farian. Number 99 at center mid is Estela Becerra. And number 66 is Rachel Shapiro, and she's an outside mid. Now let's get the lineup for Carlsbad Elite. They're head coached by Eric Lona. And the team manager is Alyssa Villapanda. The keeper is Sarah Harrelson. Number 2 at mid is Megan Grant. Number 3 at forward or mid is Hannah Wyatt. Number 4 at mid or fullback is Mari Briggs. Number 5 at forward is Ashley Cope, and she's a midfielder or forward. Number 6 at forward or fullback is Danica Steele. Number 8 at mid or full is Colleen Granger. Number 9 at mid or forward is Genesis Lucero. Number 10 at fullback or mid is McKenna Webb. 11 at midfield is Brooke Batchelor. Number 12 at defender is Renee Gonzalez. Number 15 at forward is Chelsea Churchill. Number 16 at forward is Nico Nixon. Number 17 at forward is Bridget Daly. 18 at forward is Juno Buchakara. Number 22 at forward is Sydney Yates. 25 at forward or fullback is Megan Simmons. And 33 at defender is Miriam Bloom. Now on a soccer ball there was Simmons. Gonna go wide now with it. Bloom sends the ball up into the attacking third, but getting to it there was Farian. But now they have it in the central as a shot taken by Wyatt was deflected. Chasing it down over in the deep back there is Woolcady, and it goes out of play. Lastly, touched out by Carlsbad Elite. 0-0 the score on the pitch. I'm Greg G.K. Porter with George Langevin on the camera. Hope you're enjoying so far this public access match on your local public access station. Here in Irvine, under cloudy skies, it's been a lot of mist and cloud cover all the way up coming from San Diego where we reside. As there was a foul in the defensive third. The FC Golden State Black, and now is going to be a free kick for Carlsbad Elite. Gonna take it is Megan Simmons. So Megan Simmons with a set piece. FC Golden State Black has their wall. It goes over the wall and it's knocked away at the last moment. And it goes out of play on the near side touchline. So it'll be a throw-in, last out by FC Golden State Black. So they'll have another opportunity in the final third to make something happen. Carlsbad Elite into the 18-yard box. The header comes out of the box. Carlsbad Elite still with it. As they retreat back a little bit, now they have possession just inside the 18-yard box. It rides outside of the box. So chasing it down there was Yates. Couldn't get to it on the near side. But getting support there as Danica Steele pushing up into the box and a save. Saved by the keeper, Maldonado. A little bit of a deflection that time, but not as strong a shot as Carlsbad Elite would have liked inside the central of the box. Now in their own final third, across midfield, Carlsbad Elite. And on the near side with Wyatt chasing it down. Wyatt being marked heavily. Wyatt touches it out of play as she was marked heavily by Wokedi. The throw in, cross midfield, and nice strike there by Bloom. Forward as trying to get it to it is Yates. Yates keeps it in. Yates finds Briggs. Briggs into space. Briggs finally winds it over to Lucero. Lucero going wide with it. Has a teammate now on it, and that's Buchakara. Strike there by Lucero. Lucero for Carlsbad Elite. Up forward looking for Bridget Daly, and it goes out of play off of a FC Golden State Black player. And a throw in now for Carlsbad Elite. Continuing to keep the pressure on of the All Black with the gold numbers, and it goes out of play. Going to be a corner kick for Carlsbad Elite past that goal line. Danica Steele gonna take the CK. Steele, left foot's in, a bending ball, it's deflected, just went past the net there. And past the goal. So, not a bad strike. And gonna get another opportunity. Knocked out by FC Golden State Black. Bending ball, outswinger more this time. And it goes out of play. So they're not going to get anything out of it the second try, but the first try, nearly were able to put it in the back of the net. 0-0 is still your score. Fog getting up here. All the way down from San Diego. It broke for moments along the 5 freeway and then get back to the 405 and got some more fog, but basically it's starting to clear up as the day moves on. As Carlsbad Elite throwing it in on the near side over to Yates. Yates on the move. Yates, nice service into the box and a save by Maldonado. Adriana Maldonado had plenty of time and space to make that save. The ball of geometric designs. It's green today out there. As these soccer balls nowadays can be different colors. Y'all remember when it first started? It was that white ball, different geometric designs, and it was pretty much that was it, white and black. In their own defensive half with Megan Simmons, her service into the defensive half is knocked out of play by FC Golden State Black. So they'll gain some real estate along the far side touchline to throw it in. With Simmons getting it in the field of play. The strike along the right flank, and it goes out of play, and it's going to be a looks like it's going to be a goal kick. And no, it's going to be a throw-in. Tough to see from here. You can see it. You're watching it on the stadium view camera. Into the 18-yard box. And shepherding that ball back to Maldonado that time was Wokede. Carlsbad Elite winning the soccer ball, not allowing it to go in their own defensive half as they move forward. On that wide there was Simmons. Simmons striking that ball forward, looking for somebody over in the corner, was knocked out by FC Golden State Black. So the Carlsbad Elite throwing it into the 18. Can't maintain possession, but they're still in the final third of the Carlsbad Elite, but now a player falling down. And here goes FC Golden State Black, and a collision. It goes out of play on the near side. And it was lastly knocked out by Mejia. So Carlsbad Elite in the all-white. With throwing it in that time was Danica Steele. Steele has a teammate there, possessing the soccer ball. And Yates couldn't possess it any longer, so FC Golden State Black. But they can't maintain possession like they wanted to in the defensive half. And Steele now will throw it in again. Steele wants to go along the left flank, looking for teammate Yates. And Yates was marked heavily, and that player knocked it out for FC Golden State Black. The throw in again as Yates, the taller of the two, trying to get to that soccer ball. Couldn't do it again. But they'll take a throw in again. The header into the 18, trying to get a subsequent strike, could not. Strike brought down in the center circle for Carlsbad Elite. Still the defensive half of FC Golden State Black. And Carlsbad Elite still keeping the pressure on. Bridget Daly now. Strike there by Buchikara, which was intercepted. Cleared up towards midfield, but now out wide, and it goes out of play. Still 0-0 in the first half, 40-minute halves. In his Coast Soccer League match. Greg G.K. Porter, happy to be with you on an overcast day. Lots of precipitation in the air. Not really the kind that's falling too much. Kind of chilly this morning. Tried to get a strike and just missed frame. Along the left side was Genesis Lucero. Lucero trying to strike that ball and get it inside the far post. Just could not do it that time. And again, it serves notice to FC Golden State Black that they've got to be careful. The more and more that you have to play in your own defensive half, the more and more you play with fire, and that ball being put in the back of the net. The throw in.
Good job, Camellia.
Midfield. Collision. Along the near side. A strike there by Mejia. And Mejia can't go any further, as showing her speed to get over there was Danica Steele, driving it out of play. Still 0-0. Working our way about halfway through the first half of action. The throw in is upcoming. McKenna Webb. Or correction on that, that was Guzman. Stephanie Guzman throwing it in. And Guzman will get another chance. This was knocked out by Carlsbad Elite. Guzman getting it into the 18. Got a couple players there. Trying to do something in the 6. But Carlsbad Elite able to win it. Strike it all the way upfield. Only one player as they reduce the size of the field. And it goes out of play on the near side. Could have been dangerous that time for FC Golden State Black. And the final third for FC Golden State Black. Striking it out of play is Farian, Shyla. Carlsbad Elite will throw it in. Into the 18, trying to get somebody to strike it towards that keeper, and Maldonado able to make the save. Adriana following where that ball is going. Nicely done. On the near side, and a collision again. And this time going down is Guzman. Watching girls under 15 action. The header towards the near side. The strike, nicely done by Mejia. Up forward. Trying to run onto it, but cannot. But chasing it down is Rousset. And it goes by us. And out of play, so it'll be a throw-in.
Let's go, Steffi.
FC Golden State Black will throw it in. Stephanie Guzman. Toward the 18. Won't get there. In the central. To the outside as Carlsbad Elite winning the soccer ball. And he'll go down the right flank with it. And it's going to be a foul. So it's going to be a free kick. Carlsbad Elite, as they quickly in their own defensive half, able to get out of there and get upfield. And again, try to keep the pressure on FC Golden State Black. Bloom keeping it in the defensive half. Bloom having problems, marked heavily. But Bloom is able to service toward the central, but getting there first was Farian. Carlsbad Elite now along the right flank to the central. With Briggs. Now here's a strike, chasing it down is Yates, and Yates collides with the keeper. In her angst to try to get to the soccer ball, but Adriana Maldonado able to hang on to the soccer ball. Midfield, into the center circle. Carlsbad Elite winning it again. Want to get their passing game going, and they do down the central with Lucero. Genesis over to Bridget Daly. Down to central and run off the ball as Yates trying to continue down to central. They wouldn't allow her. And now here's a strike by Steele, but Maldonado, no problem with it. Adriana's serving it all the way to midfield. Steele trying to get to it on the near side, cannot. And so instead, Mejia, and player going down for FC Golden State Black, and it's going to be a free kick. So in the final third, FC Golden State Black with an opportunity here. They haven't had many in this match. Jacqueline Mejia setting it up. Will she take the strike? No, it's going to be Grace Keller. Grace wants to set the soccer ball up just the way she wants to strike it.
Nice shot.
Harlson over the top of her outstretched hand and over the top of frame. Had a lot of velocity on the shot, but Keller just couldn't put it in the back of the net that time. 0-0 your score. Now substitutions coming in. Looks like wholesale for Carlsbad Elite. 4 or 5 players coming in. And we'll mention them as they touch that soccer ball out there on the pitch. We did not have the numbers of each one that came in. Granger off the header. Still in their final third for Carlsbad Elite. Rather, that should have been for FC Golden State Black. And now they have to retreat because it is for the Carlsbad Elite for the final third, trying to make a move in that attacking third, as they have been doing most of this match. Just haven't put one in the back of the net. They're going to keep trying. Bunch of players there into space. FC Golden State Black winning it, and it's out of play, far side touchline. Still 0-0, your score. Greg G.K. Porter, George Langevin on your video camera, giving you all the sights and sounds. The University of California at Irvine. Or in Irvine, I should say. The OC, Orange County. Maldonado now with a goal kick, as Carlsbad Elite not able to finish and put one in the back of the net. On the wide. Strike up forward to Churchill. Churchill under a lot of pressure. Ball stolen away. Struck forward and out of play down on the far side touchline, as Churchill didn't have anybody on the other side of that soccer ball. Chelsea Churchill over there with McKenna Webb. In towards the central now with Nico Nixon, and it is deflected. Still 0-0, and a substitution is going to come in for FC Golden State Black out of the Pasadena area. Fond memories out of going trips to Pasadena. A relative that lived up there. Coming in, Genesis Lucero. Off the goal kick for FC Golden State Black. Trying to move forward. And they do now. Down to Central. Chasing it down over there is McKenna Webb and her teammate Miriam Bloom in the deep back, and they strike it along the right flank. Chasing it down is Nico Nixon with speed, and it goes out of play. Nixon showing her speed down the right flank, trying to turn or get a service into that 18-yard box. But the ball had too much pace on it. So it's another goal kick. FC Golden State Black. They like to change those goal kicks to more of free kicks and the like in the defensive half of the Carlsbad Elite, but it hasn't happened. Inside the 18-yard box, and again, they're in trouble defensively. And a shot and a save, and not a problem there for Maldonado. But it would have been if that ball was struck much harder by Brooke Batchelor. Megan Grant. Her pass was intended for Nico Nixon. She couldn't get it. And so it is struck out of play, though, by Carlsbad Elite. It's going to be a throw-in, as FC Golden State Black will have the substitution coming in. And the new sub is Estela Becerra. FC Golden State Black down their left flank here in the first half. Cuccia, Ronnie Cuccia, trying to make a move down that left flank. Cuccia has not possessed the ball much here in the first half, and she and her teammates would like to do more of that as we wind down the first half of action. 40-minute halves. They only go 45 at max in the world of soccer. Down to Central, coming off her line, and Harrelson, and intercepted at the last moment in an 18. Nice job by Carlsbad Elite. And now on the run is Churchill. Churchill makes a nice move. Churchill's goal! Go, 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 goal! Chelsea Churchill scores the first goal for Carlsbad Elite in this match, and it is 1-0 as she makes a great individual move, able to beat Maldonado and put it in the back of the net. And that time, Churchill was streaking down at Central, and they were not able to keep up with her. 1v1 with the keeper. And Carlsbad Elite is the first one to get on a board in this match. Out wide, Webb. Towards the Central now with Wyatt. Strike all the way down towards Maldonado, and she makes the save. Plenty of time and space there. Adriana, she strikes it towards the 18, the header. Now on the foot of Mejia, and a foul against Carlsbad Elite in the space. So they'll have a free kick just past midfield. Strike. Down 1-0. FC Golden State Black wants to try to get an equalizer. On it now is Cope. Cope. Nice ball played forward. Trying to get somebody to run onto it, but cannot. As Nugent able to corral it, but now as they went across midfield, right back in their own defensive half. FC Golden State Black trying to chase it down now is Cuchia. She was pressured heavily and lost the soccer ball out of play. Carlsbad Elite with the throw-in. It's knocked out again by FC Golden State Black as they gain more real estate down the right flank. 1-0, Carlsbad Elite in all white leading in this match. The all black of FC Golden State. Out of the Pasadena area, if you don't know where Carlsbad is. Along the coastline, San Diego County. And along the right flank, and they're able to get a shot. Carlsbad Elite, it went off the keeper's hands, Maldonado, and now here's another opportunity. And again, mostly in this first half, they've had the possessions and had, movement in the defensive half of FC Golden State Black. And now here they have another corner kick. Their fourth one of the match. Take that back, their third one of the match, and the fourth one in the defensive half of Carlsbad Elite. Didn't get anything out of that one. Pasadena's FC Golden State Black has had 3 in the defensive half of Carlsbad Elite. Substitutions coming in, number 14 and 16. 14 for FC Golden State Black is Jessica Zaragoza, and 77 is Shiloh Farian. Or that was number 66, Rachel Shapiro, excuse me. Goes out of play, Carlsbad Elite now in the attacking third with the throw-in towards the 18, but could not go any further as not able to maintain possession was Grant. And now it's a strike by Renee Gonsalves out of play. And it was lastly out by FC Golden State Black. Colleen Granger throwing it in. Knocked out by McKenna Webb as she tried to possess that soccer ball, bring it down. Could not. FC Golden State Black in their own defensive half. Up forward, a couple of headers. And there again, Carlsbad Elite has it out of their defensive half. Doing another fine job, keeping it in the opposing team's defensive half. And now with Churchill. Churchill getting it forward to Nico Nixon. Her service intercepted. Nixon trying to strike it again, cannot. Goes out of play. However, knocked out by FC Golden State Black, and they'll have the corner kick. The 5th of the first half. 5th, obviously, of the match. Carlsbad Elite trying to add another tally before halftime. It goes over towards Maldonado. She's able to make the save. Nice job by Adriana to find the soccer ball. Falls down. And in the central, Carlsbad Elite have it again. Batchelor, and then over to the wide, over to Webb. Webb on it now. Webb using speed to try to get around the defender. He could not. So it'll be a throw-in. FC Golden State Black. Far side touchline here at UCI, field number 1. Greg G.K. Porter with George Langevin, the owner of the company, on the video. Near side. Carlsbad Elite in the central. And a strike, and it goes wide of frame. Trying to, again, keep the pressure on Maldonado, the keeper. Boy, she's had a lot of work here in the first half. And there may be a keeper switch, and there is. Catherine Gonzalez is going to come in now for Adriana Maldonado. She might have got hurt. She is walking gingerly. A lot of work on her here in the first half, offensively by Carlsbad Elite, as I just mentioned. Strike by Gonzalez. Out wide to Hannah Wyatt. Wyatt to Webb. Webb up forward. Wyatt, a touch again. Over to Batchelor. Service into the 18. It goes between the keeper's legs. And it goes past the goal line. Couldn't quite see it there for a second, whether or not it went in the back of the net. There's another ball behind the net there. I don't know if that was the one. Carlsbad Elite again. And coming in there, Catherine Gonzalez as a fresh player playing keeper. Didn't get any warm-ups. That's always tough as keeper. Header, and it goes back towards the keeper.
Good job, Steph.
You get in the back of your head that time and you're facing the other way. That's what you want to do as an attacking player. But it went wide, and they still trying to put the pressure on along this left flank. It goes out of play. Carlsbad Elite, though, will throw it in. As FC Golden State Black knocking it out. (1-0) Carlsbad Elite as we head towards halftime. Just outside the 18, a strike toward the central, but won by FC Golden State Black. But there in the central was Bloom, keeping it in the defensive half. Visitors from Pasadena now towards the 18.
Oh, come
And a foul is going to work against Chelsea Churchill, who scored the goal, the only goal in this match. Center ref looking at his watch as it is getting closer to the end of the first half. Strike towards the near side for Carlsbad lead in the defensive half of FC Golden State Black. Goes out of play. Throw in, Carlsbad Elite. Almost a handball. Granger being marked heavily that time by Shapiro. And he goes past the goal line. It'll be a goal kick. Or was it? No, it's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick for Carlsbad Elite. Brooke Batchelor coming over to get it. It is the 6th of the match for Carlsbad Elite. Carlsbad Elite from the near side. A header goes on top of the box. FC Golden State Black now moving around in their own defensive half, and of course their defensive third to try and make sure that ball doesn't go in the back of the net as it winds up on the hands of Gonzalez, who strikes it upfield. The All Blacks still in their own defensive half, with Wolketti having troubles that time as pressure by McKenna Webb. Substitution coming in. And that sub was number 17, Ronnie Kuchia. In the central now for Leyva. Leyva chasing it down. Can't win it as Carlsbad Elite. They're able to win it on the near side with Granger. Her pass intercepted though. Nicely done by Guzman. Shapiro, and then on the near side it goes out of play. Looking for Shapiro, but it goes over to Zaragoza. Her service in the 18, and no problem for Harrelson. Sarah Harrelson hasn't had to do much work. Above her line there in that 6-yard box. Harrelson again. Carlsbad Elite driving it off of a header in the defensive half. Nice play that time by Churchill. Going out wide, has a runner. That's Wyatt. Wyatt goes down, and no call by center ref. Upfield. Still 1-0, Carlsbad Elite. They lead. Chelsea Churchill's goal here in the first half. You just checked in. Greg G.K. Porter with George Langevin on the video camera. On it now is Cope, and Cope can't get what she wanted out of that play, and she was triple teamed that time. Out wide, Wyatt under pressure. On the foot of Grant. Trying to get a strike that time, and she just ran by it, was Churchill. On the near side. Out of play. Going to be a throw-in. Carlsbad Elite to Grant. Grant can't maintain possession after the double team. And that is the end of the first half. With the score, Chelsea Churchill on a great individual play, the lone goal in the first half. Stick with us. You'll see some video in a halftime of what both teams are preparing to do for the second half, and then we'll be right back with the second 40 minutes of this Coast Soccer League match. Chelsea Churchill scoring the lone goal in the first half. Of course, Carlsbad Elite going from left to right. Churchill playing for the all-white. And FC Golden State Black is going from right to left. Most of the possessions in the first half were by Carlsbad Elite. They had 6 CKs, 3 for FC Golden State Black. Dateline, November 6, 2010, Mission Viejo. Owen Zaldivar's penalty kick late in the second half resulted in the 4th tie of a boys under 10 Silver League South match that became one of the highest combined goal scoring outputs in Langevin Productions history. Final score, South Bay Force 4, Pateadores 4. And the keeper, Adriana Maldonado, is back in there in his second half for FC Golden State Black, as she makes the save there and sends that ball all the way down towards FC Golden State Black in the attacking third, trying to make something happen. But it goes out of play past the goal line. And so Sarah Harrelson will have a goal kick. Just the opening of the second half of action. 40 minutes, they'll play it in this Coast Soccer League match here at University of California at Irvine. Greg G.K. Porter along with George Langevin. George doing the camera work. And a save. Beautiful save that time, and it was struck hard by Maldonado. And Maldonado, who shook off her injury in the first half, starting off as keeper here in the second. Trying to keep them close. But Carlsbad Elite still entertaining a 1-0 lead. Having to retreat back, but here's a save by Harrelson on a shot by Jacqueline Mejia. Mejia was alone there momentarily and got a pretty good shot on Harrelson. But Sarah able to make the save. On the wide side, Carlsbad Elite trying to make a move, their left flank. But they touch it out of play. FC Golden State Black throws it in out of their own defensive half. Up forward, Rousset is trying to get to it. Cannot. To the central. But now running onto it is Holopainen. Erica Holopainen and the space, and it is knocked out of play by Holopainen. Or no, there's a foul, so free kick, Carlsbad Elite. .50-50 ball, and now Carlsbad Elite winning it there with Mari Briggs. As they go out wide now for Nico Nixon. And in up forward for an opportunity here. And coming off her line was Maldonado. Very physical play by Adriana, but she makes that play to keep them close. 1-0, trying to stretch out a little bit, and she might have got cleated in and around her legs there. In their own defensive half, Carlsbad Elite down at Central, and they have a runner there. But over to make the play, and it goes out of play. Well, Katie in at Central. Camellia making a nice play. For FC Golden State Black, as they're in their own defensive half. Carlsbad Elite trying to get to it, and they do now. With the Yates, and then Yates goes down, and Yates is still down. Sydney Yates, and now gets back up. Vicious collision that time, and Sydney Yates taking the brunt of it and able to get up and shake it off. Don't ever think that soccer is not a physical sport, because it is. All you have to do is get out there on the pitch and find out. Out there wide now as Carlsbad Elite trying to get possession again. And they do have it, as it was knocked out by FC Golden State. The black team now trying to do something in their defensive half to get it out of danger. And getting to it there was Stephanie Guzman. Striking it out of play, protecting into space outside of the 18. Nice decision by Stephanie to get to the soccer ball. Get it out of danger. Throw in. Carlsbad Elite. Wyatt trapping it, striking it in the 18, but Maldonado is able to make the save. Time and space, nobody able to get close to the soccer ball. Maldonado to midfield, but Carlsbad Elite on the intercept. FC Golden State Black. Striking it over her head that time was Rousset, trying to get something going. Has her teammate who was double teamed there, Leva, and goes down. No call. They play on. Carlsbad Elite on the near side, it goes out of play. Looking that time for Bridget Daly, trying to make a move. FC Golden State will throw it in. Near side, their own half. Out of play. Have to do it again. No, actually this side, it's Carlsbad Elite. Gaining real estate. Going to get it in the attacking half of the field. Attacking third. Megan Simmons. Off the touch by Bridget Daly. Daly still trying to get it. Daly strikes it. Won't let her go any further, and a whistle. And that's going to work against the All Black, and it'll be a free kick. Seventh free kick in the defensive half, meaning corner kicks as well. And that one goes over the top of the net. Taken by Megan Simmons. Just couldn't bring it down on frame. Goal kick, 1-0. Carlsbad Elite enjoying the lead. Still a lot of time here in the second half. There won't be any overtime in this match. FC Golden State Black now. They get it in the defensive half, but Carlsbad Elite quickly maintains possession and drives it up forward. Daly knocked it out of play, but active on the near side, Bridget, for Carlsbad Elite. Trying to get to it there was Buchikara. Couldn't do it. It ended up in her team's defensive half. And now it's going to be a free kick. Offsides call. Bloom driving it all the way down off the left flank now. And the keeper comes way off her line, Maldonado, before Hannah Wyatt could get to the soccer ball. Nice play by Maldonado. It's Wyatt coming with a head of steam. Into Central. Collision. Again, double team that time was Briggs. So FC Golden State winning it across midfield. Again, most of the touches, most of the possession in the defensive half was the all-white of Carlsbad Elite. Trying to change that here in the second half. Here's a service in the box that goes over the top of the net. Good accurate service and trying to get a header, but that had a lot of velocity on it. Almost impossible to put that one in the back of the net. But a very strong shot from the right flank, and they need more of that. Do FC Golden State Blank. They have a chance to tie this one up.
Nice play, Jackie.
Sarah Harlsbad, the keeper, all the way towards midfield. Got a couple players there. However, they can't maintain possession. FC Golden State Black is knocked out. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Pasadena visitors. Grace Keller will throw it in. Keller, as the sun, trying to peek out of these clouds here. Work towards the mid part of the day. Here in October, out to the Y. In this Coast Soccer League match here in 2011. And it goes out of play. University of California at Irvine here. The grounds. Number of fields. Play the youth soccer. Having fun. Being competitive. The best kind of soccer is the club soccer. At the youth level, the throw in. McKenna Webb. Or a correction on that. That was Guzman who threw it in. And now, Leyva on the near side. Still maintains possession. Leyva strike. Finds a teammate there. Just outside the 18 and trying to get one to possess it in the 18. Couldn't quite do it, but that's okay. Kuchia going after it there. Corner kick. Or is it going to be a throw-in? Substitution coming in for Carlsbad Elite. Couple of players. 3 players, actually. And we'll mention them as they touch that soccer ball. On the near side, a throw-in. FC Golden State Black. Into the 18, the header in the central of the box. Trying to get another player to strike it and just could not that time. Very close to getting an opportunity to put one in the back of the net. That was a quality throw-in for FC Golden State Black. Anytime you get it inside the central of the box, big chances in the world of soccer. Put it in the back of the net. Upfield, Carlsbad Elite trying to get it across midfield. Can't do it. Good bit of passing now in the central. FC Golden State Black, they're doing that a little bit better here in the second half. A little more urgency to get to the soccer ball. Sometimes it becomes a mental thing. As it begins to heat up a little bit. FC Golden State Black doing the same thing here. always can be a tale of two halves in the world of soccer. Hope you're enjoying this match. University of California at Irvine. Greg G.K. Porter, George Langevin on your local public access channel, if you're watching it there, or your own video, whichever the case may be. Carlsbad Elite. Trying to do something in attacking third. It goes off the keeper, Maldonado, as on the low side. Not able to handle it, and here's another opportunity for Carlsbad Elite, as they're going to have a corner kick. The 8th one of the match. Brooke Batchelor will take it. Carlsbad Elite leading 1-0. Take it from the far side. Let's see what Batchelor does with it. A little bit of an outswinger, but they still have chances. Save it and a goal! Go, 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 go! 2-0 now as Carlsbad Elite in the 6-yard box, able to find the handle on it and put it in the back of the net. Didn't see quite who struck that one in the back of the net. It could have been McKenna Webb. There was a number of players there, so we'll try to get that by time we close up the video for you. Either way, Carlsbad Elite, they lead 2-0. And again, getting chances in the defensive half. You get it in the box. You get players there mindful of getting a hold of the soccer ball, and they do. Carlsbad Elite able to finish. This one now, the 9th in the defensive half of FC Golden State Black in the match for Carlsbad Elite. The 9th set piece, either a corner kick or a set piece from outside. The 18, but in the defensive half of FC Golden State Black, where they continue to try to put pressure here, leading 2-0 now. A little bit of a daunting task for FC Golden State Black, but they've played better here in the second half, and if they continue on that, they may get one in the back of the net. And if they do, they can cut it in half, and then there's great pressure on Carlsbad Elite to keep from being tied up as it goes back to Maldonado. Adriana driving that ball down the central. Still in her own defensive half as their teammates trying to win it, and they do across midfield. Running onto it there was Olivia, and going out wide, chasing it down is Jacqueline Mejia. Goes out of play, and we might have some substitutions coming in for the Carlsbad Elite. And they are going to get, looks like 3 players coming in. And we will get them as they touch that soccer ball. One of them was Nico Nixon coming back into the match. Along the left flank for Carlsbad Elite, it goes out of play. Be a throw-in. Lastly knocked out by FC Golden State. Brooke Batchelor, and no, there was a foul on the play, so free kick. Along the left flank. We are keeping track of the free kicks inside the defensive half of the opposing team, not total in the match. As those are the ones that can be dangerous towards getting in the back of the net if you're defending against them. 9 so far for Carlsbad Elite, which lets you know what's going on in the match, possession-wise, and 4 for FC Golden State Black. Now they have a chance at the 18, and going down to the grass to make the save is Sarah Harrelson. Nice run that time by Rose Vienna, trying to get one goal in the back of the net for the All Black. Well, Katie down the right flank, has a runner there, and it goes and almost struck down by the striker in the central. And if it would have been, Harrelson would have had a hard time trying to save that one. Probably would have been 2-1. So they had a good run down the right flank and a good service, just couldn't finish, just in front of the striker. Matter of inches that time. Harrelson able to get to it, a strike quickly, and able to make the save. I believe that was Churchill. Churchill's already scored one of the goals. We know that, as she did it her own self on a beautiful play in the first half to give them the 1-0 lead. Now they have 2. Here is Kuchia. Kuchia into the 18. The Pasadena visitors. Kuchia still on a soccer ball, trying to go further, but cannot. Has support there. Now they have a player in the central. Outside of the box, can't strike it again, but it is still in their possession in the 18. Just couldn't get another strike. Here's one, and it just goes past the frame. Buzzing around that time for FC Golden State Black, and they just couldn't quite get the accurate shot. Put it in the back of the net. But that's the kind of thing they need here in this match, if they're to have any kind of chance of tying it up. Playing much better here in the second half, Rachel Shapiro. The visitors from the Pasadena area, north and west of LA. Ball out of play, FC Golden State. The throw in. As Keller getting it in, can't get a teammate to run onto it. Keller, and now she's got support there. Farian trying to go after it. Farian goes after it again, but Churchill's too strong. Sends it down to Central, trying to get a teammate, a collision. Maldonado is hurt again, and that ball goes past the goal line. Adriana Maldonado risking life and limb to come out and save the soccer ball, and this time she might have to have Catherine Gonzalez come back into the match. Take a breather. It is 2-0. The visitors from San Diego County, Carlsbad Elite. Brigidata comes out for Carlsbad Elite, and Juno Buchikara comes in, number 18. Forward type. Adriano Maldonado gets a hand, and she's going to stay in. Boy, has she had a lot of action here in this match, and there's been times when it's been really rough. One time she already came out of the first half. Going to be sore tomorrow, no doubt about it, because collisions here in the first half and second half.
Good job, babe. Way to play it, baby. Okay, now, Jack. Way to go, baby. Nice play, Jack.
And Maldonado still in there, showing how tough she is as a keeper. Her teammates trying to get it out of their own defensive half. They want to move forward, and they need to do that if they're going to have a chance in this match to tie it up. Down 2-0. Substitution coming in. The visitors from Pasadena, FC Golden State Black. Grace Keller came into the match. Nugent getting it in, but now they have to retreat back. Well, Katie had a pretty nice strike that time by Nico Nixon. The Maldonado able to make the save. You saw that ball kind of bend there, but Maldonado able to make that save again. Down to Central, and an offsides call. Vienna Rousset, a little anxious, and I don't blame her, as her team trying to make something happen here and having a tough time of that in this match as we wind toward the midway part of the second half. 40-minute halves. So that would mean about 60 minutes of the match has already been played. Going down on the Y there. I believe that was Sydney Yates. And so now it is going to be a free kick. Free kick for Carlsbad Elite. And this will be the 10th in the defensive half in the entire match. The 4th here in the second half for Carlsbad Elite. It was a set piece that they scored the second goal on. And that one is knocked out by Carlsbad Elite past the goal line. So, a goal kick. FC Golden State Black. Esteban Chavez's crew trying to get something going here. To maybe get it into the back of the net. Eric Lona's crew has been tough in this match. Especially in the first half. They've conceded a little bit in the second half, but they are starting to show more signs of possessing it and putting pressure in the 18. Maldonado makes the save. As evidence that Maldonado, maybe a few minutes ago, had a very vicious collision and was down on the turf. Carlsbad Elite had a mindset in this game, putting a lot of pressure on FC Golden State Black, but now they have to play defense as it goes out wide into the corner, going after it. Simmons being man-marked heavily there. Simmons, and that's a kind of move to waste time also. Either way, it'll work. You lead 2-0. Time is not the friend of FC Golden State Black. Down 2-0. They need to try to cut it in half. Can they do it? They've had a couple of good quality strikes here in the second half, but haven't been able to put it in the back of the net. And it's going to be a offsides call, a free kick. Mari Briggs setting it up. And Briggs is going to give it back to her keeper, Harrelson. And Harrelson try to gain a lot of real estate. Gets it in off the center circle, and now a strike down towards the central, and now out wide. After it is Churchill. Churchill with a bump. Churchill staying after it, and was it off of her foot? No, it was off of the defender. I believe it was Wolketti, and Wolketti didn't agree with that call. Churchill throw it in. Or no, her teammate throws it into Churchill. Churchill back to Steele. And it goes past the goal line. It's going to be a corner kick. Taking it. Who has done this before? Brooke Batchelor. This is the 11th one here in the second half of the match, but 5th one in the second half. And they just couldn't get anything out of it, as stiffening up and playing well in their own final third. FC Golden State Black all the way upfield. And now, as they make the visitors from San Diego County retreat back and push it out of play, they can throw it in. Nugent into the corner, looking for Cuccia. Trying to get another strike on it. It goes out of play, touched out by Buchikara there. Juno trying to protect into space for Carlsbad. The header out out of the 18-yard box as it was in there. Strike by Nugent. Wilketti reducing the size of the field. Coming up from the back. Wilketti down to Central. Has a player there, and she couldn't just get to the soccer ball as Leyva saw the pace of the ball. Too much that time. And it's a foul on the play. On that strike by Wilketti. So here's Olivia Leyva. Only the 5th of the match in the defensive half of Carlsbad Elite. For FC Golden State Black, nice bending ball, but just couldn't quite get her teammate, Sarah Vale, to get to it. Vale was the closest one. It is Central winning it. FC Golden State Black now. They got a runner down the right flank, but coming way off her line is Harrelson to get to the soccer ball first. As Shapiro had a lot of ability to get to that soccer ball. Strength and determination that time. It didn't work out, and now in retreating back, knocking it out of play. I believe that was Rousset that knocked it out past the goal line. And here's Brooke Batchelor. Sixth in the second half. 12th in the match in the defensive half. FC Golden State Black, and knocked out. Nicely done. The initial save by Maldonado, and then up forward as they try to work out of their own defensive half. Down to Central, and it is knocked out of play by Megan Grant of Carlsbad. Throw in now, FC Golden State Black down to the nil, and 2 fresh players coming in for Carlsbad Elite. 13 and 5, it looks like. Ashley Cope is back in. And it can't be 13, they don't have a 13. 5 is in. We'll mention the other player should touch that soccer ball, and the substitution now coming in for FC Golden State Black. Shiloh Farian is back into the match. Shiloh can play center back, center mid. Looks like she's going to play up forward. The throw in now, FC Golden State Black down the right flank. Trying to get somebody to possess it up forward. Couldn't do it in the attacking third. Now they got to retreat back. The center circle, they have it. On the near side. Time and space there for Leyva. Leyva down the left flank. Getting it up forward to Kuchia. Kuchia now fakes the shot. Now serves it into the 18. The top of the box, it goes wide. Having a hard time to run onto it there was Shapiro, and it goes upfield now. Chasing it down, Guzman, and it goes out of place. She couldn't hold it in. Now has to retreat back. Is into the corner. Their own defensive third. Into the corner, Carlsbad Elite now. Going down, was that in the box? No, it wasn't. If it would have been, as you know, it would have been a penalty kick. 1v1 with a keeper, and everybody got to stand still. You don't want that. Not in the game of soccer, you don't. As it goes to the 18-yard box, Maldonado able to make the save coming off her line. Thankfully, she wasn't too far back for FC Golden State Black. In Central. And on the back that time was Brooke Batchelor. So now a free kick in their own defensive half. Remember, we're not tracking those. Just the ones in the other half. For the team with a soccer ball, trying to put it in the back of the net. Here's Gonzalez. Or that was Olivia Leyva, sorry. To the wide, and now making the save is Harrelson. Harrelson ranging off to her left. Again, Leyva making contact with the soccer ball, going out wide. Up forward, looking for Shapiro. Shapiro, a lot of problems there. Can't possess it. And they throw it in. Carlsbad Elite. Touched by Cope. And gave it away now. Back with it. FC Golden State Black. It's outside the 18, and it goes past the goal line. And it'll be a goal kick. Or they were offsides anyway. So a free kick now. Carlsbad Elite. And more of these clouds moving away, and you'll have blue skies before it's all said and done today. 2-0, Carlsbad Elite. Greg G.K. Porter enjoying this game here on your local public access channel or your video, along with George Langevin giving you the video sights and sounds. Carlsbad Elite down the left flank, trying to continue on. It's knocked out by FC Golden State Black. Again struck by FC Golden State Black, retreating back again as Carlsbad Elite pushing them, compressing them in their own defensive third. Carlsbad Elite now toward the central, and it winds up on a striker just over the top of the frame that time. The Karam going the right way that time. Just struck a little bit too high. Otherwise, it would have been 3-0. Goal kick upcoming. Adriana Maldonado. And a touch there by Buchikar, that's who it was. And then now in the central, as they have to retreat back, Carlsbad Elite now under a lot of pressure there in the central. And it was probably a handball. Working against FC Golden State Black. And now a warning, and could be a yellow card, and it was. Can't interfere that time, and unfortunately, Shiloh Farian doing that. The only card of the match so far. Carlsbad Elite entertaining the 2-0 lead in their own defensive half, but they want to try put pressure, and Farian there, going to go after it. It's good. Why get it, and a handball now works against Carlsbad Elite into space. And a free kick for FC Golden State Black as they want to keep pressure on the all-white. Down by 2 here in the second half. The free kick. There's that one. It is only the 6th one of the entire match for FC Golden State Black. (2-0) Carlsbad Elite with a goal kick to midfield. As working over there was Ashley Cope. Cope has support by Lucero. Knocked out by Carlsbad Elite past the far side touchline. FC Golden State Black throw it in the defensive half. San Diego County visitors along the coastline, the I-5 in the North County as they call it. Here in a Coast Soccer League match up here at University of California at Irvine as it goes out of play. Leading 2-0, FC Golden State Black along the far side touchline. And their right flank trying to make something happen in their own defensive half. And every time, every minute that they don't, it works in the favor of Carlsbad Elite. As the game is slowed down now, and that is not what FC Golden State Black wants. Because they've got a lot of work to do to try to tie it up. A Carlsbad Elite played well in this match. Juno Buchikara and company now as it winds over to Hannah Wyatt. Wyatt's service, and it goes past the goal line. Hannah would have liked to have had a better strike on that one. Didn't get it. And so it's going to be a goal kick. Adriana Maldonado chasing it down. Boy, has she been busy in this match. But she's been tough. Came out one time in the first half, and here in the second, she got hit hard on a play down to Central, but has stayed in. Surprised me on that play. And again, who am I? Just a guy calling the match. Showed how tough she is. This Coast Soccer League, the greatest players in youth sports in the Coast Soccer League, the biggest youth soccer league in California, Coast Soccer League. Too many teams to even name them all. Take you a long time to name each and every team in the Coast Soccer League. A lot of great soccer coming out of here, but Presidio League players also, and Carlsbad Elite, who resides in that Presidio League area, winning this match 2-0 over FC Golden State Black in his Coast Soccer League match. We hope you enjoyed all the action here on your local public access channel or personal video. And we will have some closing comments, and first, hopefully, some interviews from those who participated in this match today. So stick with us. We'll be right back. Greg G.K. Porter, Chelsea Churchill, and Bridget Daly scoring the goals. 2-0 the final score. And I have some of the players here. And you are?
Chelsea Churchill.
Okay, Chelsea, talk about that individual play that you made to score the first goal.
Well, Hannah, right? Hannah Wyatt passed the ball through, and I just dribbled, and the goalie came out, and I just touched it past it and put it in.
Nice individual play. Have you made plays like that before? I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
All right. Talk about how the season's gone for you guys.
We're in first right now by 2 points, and we play the second place team tomorrow.
Okay. So if you guys win out and you go into the playoffs and everything, you can win the title, right? Coast Soccer League title, and then you go to State Cup and everything?
Yeah, we go to Nationals in April at the end.
All right. Fabulous, fabulous. Well, the way you guys are going, that may happen in the future. Talk about things outside of sports at school for you, the things that are going good for you at school.
Grades.
Grades going good and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, sounds good. You don't play any other sports?
I play softball.
Okay. And how does that go for you?
Good.
All right. What position you play as a softball player?
Center field.
Okay, cool. All righty. Well, anything else you'd like to say to anybody watching here on public access or personal video?
Hi, Mom.
All right, thanks. And let me talk to your teammate, and you're?
Bridget Daly.
You're the other one that scored the goal. Talk about that particular play.
It's kind of just a jumble up in the 6-yard box, and McKenna hit it off the goalie, and I just got it in after that.
It creates a lot of problems for the defensive teams when you guys get a lot of players inside the box. They got to try to mark up, find out who's got it, and then you just try to get it past them and get it in the net, whichever way head it, kick it, whatever.
Yeah.
As long as it's not with your hands, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so talk about things with you and your team outside of this particular game. How's things been going? Obviously, you're undefeated, but just, as friends, as teammates, talk about those things.
Well, we're pretty tight on and off the field, and we tend to hang out a lot, and we try to, get together as much as possible.
Okay. You guys do any surfing or anything?
I've tried to take out a few people surfing.
Have a little bit of fun, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Carlsbad is a beautiful city there. I've been there a few times. Talk about things at school for you. How's your studies going and everything like that?
It's going pretty good. Just have to keep grades up to keep playing soccer.
Okay. What high school you go to?
San Marcos.
Okay. It's a good high school up there, off the 78 and everything. You play any other sports?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck in the rest of the season, and hope to see you guys in the future.
Thank you.
All righty. Greg GK Porter back here, and you are?
Renee Gonsalves.
Renee, talk about just the way your team has played in this match and just the year. I mean, you guys are undefeated.
Everyone's really contributing and working hard at practice. Our major thing is effort, and everyone contributes in their own way, whether it be speed, possession, just everyone helps each other out on the field.
Right, well, you guys look great today. You guys maintain the possession of the soccer ball and really put a lot of pressure on them throughout. Talk about things outside of soccer for you.
Well, as a team, we like to do different things. Like we just recently played soccer against special education kids, and we just had a fun time with them. And we like to do different community service things, and everyone's just really tight, and we all hang out a lot.
Whose idea was that? Is that your coaches or team administrators? Whose idea was that?
My coach came up with it, and we were all really on board with it, and it was really fun. So we just went out and had a good time.
All right. So Eric's a pretty diverse man, isn't he?
Yeah, very.
Well, that's fabulous. Well, again, this is going to be on public access, so that's a wonderful thing. Talk about your studies.
I'm a sophomore this year, and school classes are a lot harder than a freshman, but
What school is that?
Cathedral Catholic.
Okay.
And it's just a lot of hard work, but it's easy. Everyone helps each other out, and it's just a fun time.
That's a great private school, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really nice. I'm really lucky.
All right. Well, anything you would like to say lastly to anybody watching this?
Hi, Mom.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. We talked to your teammate, and you are?
Ashley Cope.
Ashley, talk about this match.
Well, we came out and we knew that we needed to work hard and win this game so we can stay in first place. And everyone just put out a good effort and got it done.
A lot of you girls have been playing soccer for a long time, and you guys, it shows out there. You guys communicate well. You're talking. You're moving the ball around. You guys just do a great job of playing soccer out there. Talk about things outside of soccer for you when you're at school, your studies, how those things go.
Well, I'm a sophomore also, and I agree with Renee. It's a lot harder, but
What school?
fun time. Vista.
Okay.
And yeah, I just have to focus on getting good grades, and that's about it.
All right. All right. You play any other sports over there, Vista?
Yeah, I run cross country.
All right. So that kind of helps the soccer idea, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, lastly, anything you'd like to say to parents or anybody watching this video?
I want to say hi to my brother, and
And what's his name?
Sean.
All right. Hello, Sean. All right. Well, let me talk to your teammate. Thank you, Ashley. And you are?
Danica Steele.
Danica, talk about the way you guys played today.
I think we did really good. We all came out knowing we needed to win, and I think we played our possession game and just did really well and played through the whole game.
Okay. Well, definitely that's working on the season because it shows. You guys just keep rummaging through the Coast Soccer League season here. You look forward to winning the hardware down the road, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, talk about things outside of soccer for you. What school do you go to, and how's the studies going?
All right, I'm a freshman at Rancho Buena Vista High School, and it's really different from middle school. It's a lot harder taking honors classes, but I work through it, and yeah.
Wow, honors classes. That's amazing. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Anything lastly you'd like to say to anybody watching this video?
Hi, family. Hi, friends.
Good job, girls, and good luck in the future, okay?
Thank you.
Greg GK Porter back here with some more of the Carlsbad Elite players in your.
I'm Sarah Harrelson.
Sarah, talk about being keeper today. These are kind of days when it's a lot more fun to be keeper because there's not a lot of serious action, right?
Yeah, these games are fun. Sometimes you just want to take a nap, but you got to stay involved. It's fun.
Adriana, their keeper, boy, she had a hard time, and that's because your teammates put a lot of pressure on her. Don't you have a little bit of a heart for the other keeper sometimes when they have to go through plays like that throughout the game?
Yeah, I definitely feel bad because we've had our fair share of games like that, so you definitely The keepers have a special bond, I think, outside of the field because you kind of know what the other people go through, so it's different.
Well, I tell you what, you guys continue to play like this, things are going to be really good for you guys. And talk about things at school. What high school do you go to, and talk about things there?
I go to Carlsbad High School, the Lancers, and I play soccer there, and then I'm taking honors and AP classes this year, so it's really hard, but you got to keep your grades up. You want to play college soccer, so.
And so that's your intent, right?
Definitely, definitely.
Well, good luck towards that, and definitely you're on your way. You continue to keep your grades up, no matter what, whether you play soccer or not. And big things for you. Anything lastly you'd like to say to anybody watching this?
Hi, Savvy. Hi, Peaches.
All righty, thank you. And you are?
I'm Genesis Lucero.
Okay, Genesis. Talk a little bit about this match, the season, things like that.
Well, this season we've been doing really well. We've had a lot of great games, and we've worked on a lot of things this year. I mean, we've really improved our play. We went from a lot of long balls to playing possession this year, and with new coach and everything, I feel like we're getting into the groove of things.
Well, definitely Eric's way of attacking out there is definitely working for you guys, as it showed. Anything you guys have to do to, win the hardware down the road?
Well, we kind of have to get into each other's brains a little bit to know, like, what each other is going to do next. We got to anticipate what the other is thinking, and we just got to talk a lot out there on the field.
All right. What school do you go to, and talk about studies there?
I go to La Costa Canyon High School. I'm a freshman this year, and I play tennis and lacrosse as well. And I'm just trying to get into the groove of things of high school, and just trying to keep my grades up, play my sports.
Good deal. Lastly, anything you'd like to say to anybody watching?
Hello, friends and family in other states.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, good luck, girls, in the rest of the season, okay? All righty. UC Irvine, field number 1, a fabulous match today. Youth Soccer World. We hope you enjoyed it. All the actions, the sights and sounds. I'm Greg G.K. Porter for George Langevin on a video camera, saying take care of yourself. God bless. And as always, save this one on the hard drive. Bye now.